Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on the Iron Man Profile. In today's video, it's time to officially say goodbye to the Mega Farm and build the Mega Farm V2. I'm really excited for today's video, not to mention an update rolled while I was recording this. So we take a look at that, get some of the new stuff. It's a good time. And if you guys are excited for today's episode, don't forget to go ahead and leave a like and subscribe channel if you are new around here so you don't miss out on anything going on the Iron Man Profile. But without further ado, let's jump right into this one. Super quickly though, if you do find yourself checking out on the Hypixel store, don't forget to go ahead and use my career code Zach. That is ZACH for an extra 5% off your purchase, whether you're picking up Skyblock gems or rank or anything else in between. It's a great way to support myself and the channel. I do greatly appreciate each and every one of you who do continue to use my code. Seriously, you guys are amazing. But without further ado, let's jump right into this one. What you see behind me is my old Mega Farm. I put a ton of time into this. Right after the garden came out, I basically looked around for who the top farmers are, found a guy by the name of Melon King DE. You've probably heard of him. He's kind of been, I guess, pushing the pace in terms of what the meta is for your farms on the garden. And this was the first one. It was great. It was seriously amazing. I am still mad about the build height changes, but that's why this is useless now. As you can see, there's no crops being replanted on a lot of these rows. I've been going through and farming them for the last time, and it's really tragic. It really is. Yeah, crops don't grow, or you can't build anything above 10 blocks from bedrock. So basically up to here. This is the block. Right here, this down is all we get. All this up here is all lost, which is a little sad. The fact that I even have to think about building farms again is honestly quite sad, but it is what it is. So I plan on farming all these fields one more time just to get the most of these crops, I guess you could say, get my crops back as much as possible. And it is time to finally move on to new, with brand new Mega Farms, or I guess you could even say the Mega Farm V2. And there's a lot of designs out there. Melon King DE, once again, has an amazing design that I plan on basically copying. So I say we head over to his garden and take a look at what we're doing today. So here we are on Melon King's garden. And if you do want tutorials on how to build these farms, he actually has a video that's pretty decent on his channel. His channel is Melon King DE. You can check it out on YouTube. And yeah, he has basically revolutionized, or whether he found this from someone, I don't know, what the new farm meta basically is. So as you can see on this half of his garden, we have pumpkin, netherwort, wheat, carrot, and potato. And you might be wondering why these are like swapped back and forth instead of like having them next to each other. We'll get into that as well. And what they're doing here is actually ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous what you have to do now, but these iron trap doors, this is what you have to do basically, because it doesn't take up a full block. You can still stand underneath, and it works as like your standing platform. So you can basically have a layer of wheat or carrots every block instead of every two where you need like standing room, for example. So really interesting stuff. The pumpkin's basically the same design as the old Mega Farm, except for now you have 6 rows of it, and teleport pads get a little bit finicky. So that's what we're rocking on this side here. Also, it looks like the Hypixel API is struggling with one of my mods right now. That's great. I love seeing this in my chat. Thank you very much, SkyHitty. What? And then on what is going on? I actually don't think he has anything. He's kind of just decided that red mushrooms are the way to go. Fair enough. I mean, any red mushroom you could probably sell in the bazaar for a singular brown mushroom. So kind of makes sense in that regard, I guess. Iron Man issue, a game mode issue, I guess. I guess I can alternate those rows, but I'm gonna be honest, my goal for today is this. Look, as you can see someone building it, this half, because this is 1 plot wide and 5 plots long and gonna take forever as is, I'm gonna be honest. And if I'm daily uploading, you guys are crazy if you think I'm building all these in one video. I'm sorry. This is gonna take hours as is. I know for a fact these iron trap doors you have to place manually. It's just gonna be a lot of work. It's just finicky, and yeah. Let's get to it. So a little bit of an intermission from the Mega Farm V2, honestly. They just released a update on Hypixel Skyblock. A ton of bug changes, crop growth rate changes, which is going to affect the next clip quite a bit. They also added a bunch of more items to the bazaar for all you regular profile players and enjoyers. They added a trophy fish pity system. If you fish 100 of the same fish, you are guaranteed to get a gold tier fish if it wasn't obtained before. And the same thing when you fish 1,000 of the same trophy fish, you are guaranteed to get a diamond tier if it wasn't obtained before. I think these are great changes. I think those are honestly great amounts. If you don't have a diamond by 1,000, it's just honestly ridiculous. Like you should actually just be given one, in my opinion. It's one of the things that's kind of held me back from trophy fishing. There's no end in sight. And speaking of game updates, looks like they're still being rolled as we speak. Kind of just chugging through game updates right now. Another thing that they did was some Winter Island balancing, stranded changes, and bug fixes. A bunch of other bug fixes and new additions, such as the Wool Weaver being available for the Abby phone. Just random stuff like that. There's a forum post on Hypixel.net if you want to go check it out. But they also added new sacks. They added some new sacks and new items to existing sacks, which is huge. So I say we go through the new additions to existing... Bro, I just changed lobbies. Well, here, I guess we'll go to my island. The server is just spamming game updates right now. Probably a rough time to go ahead and attempt to record this. In terms of existing sacks, though, the husbandry sack now includes wool as well as eggs. Don't know why these weren't in here before. Glad they are now. The agronomy sack, a bunch of new things here. We have cactus green, croppies, poisonous potatoes. We have hay blocks or hay bales, as well as squash. It says squash. There they are, squash here. This is a great change. Honestly, really happy to see this. We just need more stuff in here, and I'm assuming it's similar situation in the enchanted. It is as well, so that's amazing. Enchanted hay bales. I think could already previously be stored, but you love to see it. Fishing, also with a bunch of new items. Shark teeth. Shark teeth, oh my goodness. I'm kind of sad that there is no great white shark tooth in here, gonna be honest. It is what it is. Maybe is it in the enchanted one? No, it's just not. Yeah, kind of tragic. I've literally like a double chest of those things, but beggars can't be choosers. We got glowing mushrooms, chum, 3 of the shark teeths from before, shark fins. Great addition. Just so much stuff that I've randomly shoved into different ender chests and chests that honestly, I have in bulk and should be able to be put in sacks like this. So really excited about that. Enchanted fishing sack, they add enchanted shark fins as well. So that's super nice. Big fan of that. Next, we have the dungeon sack. Now, this is a big one. Look at all this stuff. This is amazing. Before, there was like decoys and inflatable Jerrys and spirit leaps. Just super weird, honestly. They have now added Super Boom TNT, Bonzo Fragment, Scarf Fragment, Livid Fragment, Mimic Fragment, Healing Tissue, Jolly Pink Rock, Laser Eye, Wither Catalyst, Ancient Rose, and Fell Pearls. This is amazing. Genuinely one of the best updates ever. A couple more to run through before we get to the brand new sacks that were actually added today. So in the Nether sack, apparently, yep, that looks like a bunch of new items. We have the Corrupted Fragment, Corrupted Nether Star. Corrupted Nether Star, what is that? Corrupted Nether Star. Oh, no, okay, I think just nether stars. Well, I don't know why it says corrupted on the forum post. Either way, Kudra teeth, that's interesting. Heavy pearls, we'll now be able to put our heavy pearls in here. Flames, they added millennia old blaze ashes, rekindled ember fragments, add X, Y, and Z, which are from like those little orb things. That's amazing. Now we have the candy sack. They basically just add the spooky shards to this. I think this was needed. I don't know why. Like, some of these things just make sense, you know? And that's one of them. In the lava fishing sack, they've gone ahead and added the lava shells, which I don't know if was completely needed, but we'll take it. Add the lava shell, as well as thunder shards. This was actually needed. The amount of thunder shards you get now is just disgusting, and so yeah, having a spot to put those is super nice. And last but not least, in the enchanted mining sack, we have some brand new additions. Enchanted red sand, enchanted mycelium, and enchanted sulfur. Finally, enchanted sulfur has a place. Oh my goodness, the regular mining sack. Did I miss these? Where's... Oh my... I did. Okay. They added flint, red sand, mycelium, plasma, volta, and oil barrels. Okay, that is sick. That is so good. I love these changes to the sacks. Like, the more things or more inventory space I can save in ender chests and backpacks and regular chests on my island, the better, honestly. Not only did they improve the amount of items you can store in previous sacks, they've added a bunch of brand new sacks altogether. Okay, so if we go ahead and head on into the bit shop under the sacks category, as you can see here, there's no longer just the rune and dungeon sack. There's a flower sack, which holds all types of flowers. This is amazing. Really good. The Dwarven sack, this thing's really cool, holds plasma, volta, sorrow, glassite jewels, goblin eggs, green goblin eggs, yellow, red, and blue goblin eggs. Really cool one as well. And then we have the crystal hollow sack, which holds all the robot parts, which is insane. Bob-ombs, jungle keys, yogis, sludge juice, corleonite, and oil barrels. Once again, amazing. I'm buying the crystal hollow sack right now, as well as I'm probably going to buy the Dwarven sack first. I don't have enough bits right now for the flower sack, so yeah, I'm gonna have to wait on my cookies to kind of generate some more, but I will be buying this. They've also allegedly added a dragon sack. I'm not too sure how to get it. I think I saw it in the recipe book earlier, if I'm not mistaken. I don't see it in this lobby in the recipe book, though. So I'm assuming it's, from what I saw in the recipe, it requires some summoning eyes, it requires some crystal fragments, and it's going to be able to hold all types of dragon fragments, as well as might gel, ritual residue, and crystal fragments. So amazing stuff. It's about time. We honestly need an upgrade to the sacks, and we kind of knew this was coming when they add the new profile upgrades for more sack slots, which I still need to upgrade. I've just been working on Garden Fortune. So plan on doing that. But I mean, if you're going to add more space for more sacks, you better add some more sacks, and that's exactly what they've gone ahead and done. So really happy about this. Seriously, a great update. I found the dragon sack recipe. Okay, I have a bunch of crystal fragments, literally stacks of these things, and I decided to right click one, and here we are. Man, that is evil. For the fabled reforges, this is how you make the small sack. An enchanted leather. I think I have enough reforged stones for this, don't I, though? Is this the... No, that's renowned. This one here gives fabled. Don't tell me I only have 2. I'm actually gonna cry if I only have 2. Please tell me there's a third. Oh, yikes. I need to look around. Okay, so Twin Code 1, my co-op member, actually just clutched up. Twin Code 2 and I each have 3 Dragon Claws, and for some reason, Twin Code 1 has 6 of them. I remember him getting a ton of them. I didn't realize he had 6, which, if he gives 1 to me and 1 to Twin Code 2, that is the perfect amount for all 4 of us to be able to craft this, which is genuinely amazing. So we're going to go ahead and do so. Hopefully the craft is live on main servers, and I wasn't just looking at, like, something kind of finicky. I was not. Small dragon sack. Boom. Don't mind if I do. That is beautiful. Let's go ahead and open it up. Yes, all the dragon fragments, might gel, ritual residue, crystal fragments. We can shove all this stuff in there now, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Let's grab out all of our fragments. Crystal fragments. I think I have might gel and stuff in a backpack somewhere here. I do might gel, ritual residue. All of it. Let's just kind of dump everything in there. That is beautiful. I do want to upgrade this, obviously, to the next tier. However, I'm pretty sure the next tier is 4 summoning eyes, and I don't have any summoning eyes right now. So maybe I'll grind that later today just to get this crossed off. Also, I wish you got Skyblock XP for unique sacks. I feel like that would be a good portion. And force people to go and get this stuff. I think that would be nice, but beggars can't be choosers. More storage is always great, and this is a really nice one to have because literally just takes up like a whole chest for no reason when it can be like put into stuff like this. So my ender chest has just freed up a ton of space, and a few of my backpacks as well. Obviously I still need to go through here and make sure I got everything that can now be put into a sack, and I'm saving up bits for the flower sack, so that's still to come. Now I have a little bit of a confession to make. When we were talking about Melon King's new farm, well, Melon King was basically on my island last night telling me where to place stuff and making sure I did it right, and that's what I did. I built it already. I built it last night. Took a couple hours to get the plot done, and then planting now, I basically just have to craft a ton of pumpkin seeds when planting it over. I'm sorry I didn't really record any of it. It was just super tedious stuff, and so if you want to come to my island, I'm not going to put walls on the ends yet. So if you want to like peer in and see what's actually going on these farms, please feel free to do so. Also, this is going to bother me that this is not a full water block. There we go. Yeah, but this is how to build the farm. You can even like go through the farm and figure out how I did the drop downs. There's like stairs and slabs with the TP pads and see where they're linked to once you hop on them. So yeah, feel free to come by my garden, take a look at it. I only have the farm done for the first 5 crops, being pumpkin, netherwort, wheat, carrots, and potatoes. That is 5 of the 10 crops, obviously. I plan on building the next 5. I'll be doing that soon. And what's crazy about this, I built this last night. This is with the old growth rate. So I'm going to be honest, there's probably going to be more efficient ways to do this now that they decided the next morning to release the crop growth change. So we'll be taking that into account when I build the other 5 crops worth. But for now, this is beyond infinite, I'm pretty sure, by like a lot. So keep that in mind. You can do some tests by yourself, figure out how much you need to make it infinite for yourself with the new crop growth rate changes, because this is kind of over the top now. But yeah, feel free to come by the garden. This took a while, a lot of work put into this right here, 5 plots long, and I'm excited to hop into this thing and start farming. It's awesome, and if you have any questions about it, feel free to check out Melon King DE's video about it, or you could visit him. He loves talking to people about his farms as well. Yeah, a lot of work went into this, and still a lot more work to be done. honestly, because I still need another 5 crops for the farms. But slowly but surely, the Mega Farm is being retired. Sad to see it go, but Mega Farm V2 hopefully will live forever and not be destroyed by an admin. I know today's video was mainly supposed to be about building this farm. Honestly, we kind of got sidetracked with the new update. Sacks are just such an important part of my life, genuinely, because of storage and Ironman issues, game mode issues, really. But yeah, great update. Honestly, a bunch of bug fixes. Make sure you go check out the forum posts so you're aware of what's going on in the server. And yeah, unfortunately, that's all I have time for today's video. This took up my entire night building this thing. So thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. If you did enjoy, don't forget to go and leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Use code Zach when checking out on the Hypixel store. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Take care and peace out.